Hello students. This is the last video of your 12th science from my side, right? So today we are going to solve example number 13 and question number 5, and both questions are very important for MCQ, okay, as well as for 2 marks, okay. So given that, find the area bounded by the curve y is equal to cos x between x equal to 0 and x equal to pi. As usual, as you know, we have to find out the area between this, right? So if you don't want to write anything, or if you don't want to draw a graph, then you are not able to get the exact answer of this, because graph of cos function, you know, right? It's the cos is plus in first quadrant, second quadrant negative, third quadrant negative, and fourth quadrant positive. So first of all, we draw a graph of cos function, right? So this is axis, and you are familiar with the graph of cos, right? This is y axis. I am not writing x equal to 0. This is x axis. Here I am writing y equal to 0. And if you want to write, then you can write here x equal to 0, right? Suppose this is 0, that is origin. This is pi by 2, pi, 3 pi by 2, and 2 pi. And suppose this is a point 1 and this is minus 1. Now you know cos 0 is 0 or 1, 1. Cos 0 is 1, right? Cos pi by 2 is 0, cos pi is minus 1, cos 3 pi by 2 0, and cos 2 pi is 1, right? So if we join this point, then graph of the cos function will be like this. This is the graph of cos function, okay? I have to put this point here. So this is y is equal to cos x. So we have to find out the area bounded by y is equal to cos x, means this graph y is equal to cos x, line x equal to 0, right? So line x equal to 0, that means this line, this is line x is equal to 0, and x is equal to 2 pi. So x is equal to 2 pi is somewhere here. This is a line x is equal to 2 pi, right? So this is line x is equal to 2 pi. As you know, graph of cos function is symmetric about x axis. So if we take this part, that is from 0 to pi by 2, is equal to the part pi by 2 to pi, 3 pi by 2 to pi to 3 pi by 2, right? And 3 pi by 2 to 2 pi. So what we have to do, हम क्या करेंगे कि ये पार्ट है फर्स्ट क्वाड्रेंट का, इसका एरिया फाइंड करेंगे और मल्टीप्लाई बाय 1, 2, 3 एंड 4 कर लेंगे, राइट? सो as shown in figure, A is equal to 4 more I, where I is equal to integration, we are taking from 0 to pi by 2, and function is y dx, that is cos x dx, right? And integration of cos is sine, so we get this is integration, इसका sine होगा 0 to pi by 2, that is sine pi by 2 minus sine 0, and sine pi by 2 is 1. So therefore A is equal to 4 times modulus of 1, right? So A is equal to 4 units. This is your answer. A is equal to 4 unit. Got it? यदि आपको ऐसा नहीं करना है तो आप 0 से पाई बाई 2 में cos फर्स्ट क्वाड्रेंट में प्लस रहता है, तो आप ऐसे भी कर सकते हैं. A is equal to 0 to pi by 2, राइट? cos प्लस रहता है तो cos x dx लीजिए, प्लस इंटीग्रेशन पाई बाई 2 to 3 pi by 2, that is second and third quadrant, in cos negative, so this is minus cos x pi by 2 to 3 pi by 2, and again 3 pi by 2 to 2 pi में वो प्लस रहता है, तो आप cos x प्लस लेके b इंटीग्रेशन कर सकते हैं, राइट। बट मैं आपको बता रहा हूँ कि ऐसा करने की कोई ज़रूरत नहीं है, ये आपको शॉर्टकट दिखा दी, वैसे ही करना है। जितना शॉर्ट हो सके, टाइम सेव कर सके आपको, इतना टाइम सेव करना है, राइट। तो आपको क्या करना है, फाइंड आउट द एरिया इन फर्स्ट क्वाड्रेंट एंड मल्टीप्लाई whatever quadrant is given. Suppose it is given from line 0 to 3 pi by 2, then you have to multiply by 3 times. And you know how to draw graph of sine and cos also, because this is a given sine function, so we have to draw graph of sine function also. And you learn in previous classes of, right, that is in 11th, graph of sine, cos, tan, sec, cosec, and in 12th also you are going to learn in the next chapter, that is relation and function. Okay, while we studied inverse trigonometric function, you learn also graph of all functions, right? So answer is 4. Now next question, as we discussed, we have to draw a graph of sine. So first we draw a graph of sine. This is origin, this is y axis, that is x is equal to 0, this is y axis. This is x axis, that is y is equal to 0. Now this is pi by 2, this is pi, this is 3 pi by 2, and this is 2 pi, right? And this point is 1 and this is minus 1. Now as you know, sine 0 is 0, sine pi by 2 1, sine pi 0, sine 3 pi by 2 minus 1, and sine 2 pi is 0. So if we join this point, then graph of the sine function will be like this, right? You know the point which intersect is our point. So this is a graph of y is equal to sine x. Now boundary value given that line x equal to 0. So this is line x is equal to 0. This is line x is equal to 0, and another line is x is equal to 2 pi. So x is equal to 2 pi. So same thing as a cos we discussed. If you want to solve like this, then you know in first two quadrants sine is positive and third and fourth sine is negative. So you can go like this also, that a is equal to integration 0 to pi sine x dx minus pi to 2 pi sin x dx. You can go like this also, right? No problem at all. But शॉर्टकट क्या है मैंने आपको बताई, वैसे इस साइन का ग्राफ भी है, वो सिमेट्री है, तो हम क्या करेंगे, ये ले लेंगे 0 to pi by 2, that is फर्स्ट क्वाड्रेंट, एंड मल्टीप्लाई बाय 4 कर देंगे, क्योंकि 0 से 2 pi तक जाना है, चारों चार क्वाड्रेंट हमें कवर करना है. सो वी कैन फाइंड आउट इंटीग्रेशन of this, right? So as shown in figure, A is equal to 4 modulus of I. A is equal to 4 modulus of I, where I is equal to 0 to pi by 2 sin x dx. Sin x dx. Now integration of sin x that you know, so is minus cos x. So minus cos x and 0 to pi by 2. Substituting this value, taking minus common, this is cos pi by 2 minus cos 0. Now cos pi by 2 is 0 and cos 0 is 1. So we get minus 0 minus 1, that is 1. So A is equal to 4 mod I, that is 4 into modulus of 1, that is 4 unit, right? This is your answer. This is your answer, right? So in both example we get the same answer, right? Suppose if you are given function, suppose for sine, I am writing this for sine, only I am changing the limit. Suppose limit is given x is equal to minus pi by 2 to pi by 2, minus pi by 2, and x is equal to plus pi by 2. That is the limit given, right? So which how many quadrants are involving here? 2 quadrants, right? Minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2, that means in unit circle if you go, this is your minus pi by 2 and this is plus pi by 2. So in फोर्थ क्वाड्रेंट इट्स माइनस एंड फर्स्ट क्वाड्रेंट इट्स प्लस. सो क्या करना है आपको, 2 क्वाड्रेंट इन्वॉल्व है, right? So 2 times mod I, answer is this. So your answer will be 2. Your answer will be 2. Got it? Suppose it is given line limit is, I am writing here. Suppose it is given x is 0 to x is equal to 3 pi by 2. So how many quadrant involving here? 3 quadrants. And you know first quadrant 0 to pi by 2 sin x is 1 as well as cos x also 1. In first quadrant, value of sin integration of sin 0 to pi by 2 cos x is 1, 0 to pi by 2 sin x is 1, that you have to remember. So क्या होगा, 0 से 3 pi by 2 हुआ, 3 quadrant involving, answer is 3 unit, right? So remember same thing for cos. So I'm going to give you one shortcut method, right? So shortcut method is this: y is equal to either a sin bx हो, either a cos bx है, तो a is equal to area is equal to number of quadrant, right, into number of quadrant into modulus value of a upon b. Modulus value of a upon b. That is the shortcut method for finding out the area of a function which involving like this type of equation, that is a sin bx or a cos bx, right? A upon b. So here in both cases a is 1 as well as b is 1. So answer is a upon b, right? So 1, and number of quadrant 0 to 2 pi, 0 to 2 pi, that means you know 4 quadrant. So answer is 4. Suppose question is like this, y is equal to 3 cos x and limit is from 0 to pi by 2, right? So a is 3, b is 1, and number of quadrant is 1. So answer is 3 unit, right? Number of quadrant is 0 to pi by 2, that is 1. So number of quadrant is 1, and a is 3, b is 1. So 3 upon 1 is 3. So answer is 3. Suppose I change this for this. This is 3 pi by 2. Then how many quadrants are there? 3 quadrants, and this is 3. So answer is 9. Similarly for sine also, right? Got it? Any problem? So you have to remember this thing: number of quadrant into modulus of a upon b, where a is this and b is this. Okay? Because sometimes if you get like this question, y is equal to 2 sin pi x, 2 sin pi x, and limit is given. Suppose x is equal to 0 to pi, x is equal to 0 to pi, then what is your answer? 2 quadrant. So number of quadrant is 2, and a upon b, that is 2 upon pi. Sometimes they are giving x upon pi also. Suppose x is upon pi, right? So this is 1 upon pi, right? Then answer will be 4 pi. So according to that you have to make a change. Got it? So question number 1, page 375. Find the area under the given curves and given lines. First among them is y is equal to x square, x is equal to 1, and x equal to n, x axis. So this is a parabola of y axis, right? I think so. No need to draw your figure, right, for this, but I am drawing. Okay, small one. This is y is equal to x square. So this is a parabola. Y is equal to x square. This is origin, right? It's not proper one. Have to take turn from here. So this is the parabola. फिगर ड्रॉ कर देता हूँ, वो एटलीस्ट अच्छा आ रहा चाहिए. So y is equal to x square. This is x axis, that is y is equal to 0. This is y axis, that is x is equal to 0, and this is origin, right? And the line x is equal to 1. So line x is equal to 1 is somewhere here. This is a line x is equal to 1, and another line x is equal to 2. Suppose this is line x is equal to 2, right? So this is x is equal to 2. So we have to find out the area between this. That is, if you don't draw a graph, then it's very easy. Take limit x is equal to 1 to 2 and x square dx. So a is equal to mod I, where I is equal to integration 1 to 2 x square dx, x square dx, right? So what we get here, this is integration of this is x cube by 3 and limit is 1 to 2. So this is 1 upon 3, right? Now substituting x equal to 2, we get 8, and if we substitute 1, we get 1. So answer is 7 by 3. This is I. Therefore A is equal to 7 by 3 unit, because this is I, that's why we have to write A, right? So this is first question. Now second one, right? And this is third. So second one is given same thing, y equal to x raised to 4, x equal to 1 and x equal to 5. So no need to write, right? This is the line and we have taken 1 and 5 line. So no need to draw a graph, right? So directly A is equal to mod I, where I is equal to integration, line is from 1 to 5. So 1 to 5 and x raised to 4 dx, and integration of this is x raised to 5 by 5 and limit is 1 to 5, right? So substituting limit, what we get? 1 upon 5 and 5 raised to 5. So I am writing here 5 raised to 5 minus 1. 5 raised to 5 upon 5 minus, instead of 1, this is 1 upon 5. So this is 5 raised to 4 minus 1 upon 5. That is 625 minus 0.20. Right? If you multiply by 20, then this is 100. So 1 upon 5 is 0.20, that you know. So 624.80 is the answer. So that is your answer that you have to write. I am not going to write. Okay. So another question. Find the area of the region lying in the first quadrant. In the first quadrant and bounded by y is equal to 4x square. So again the same graph, because this is a parabola, right? But line is given different. Here is given vertical line and here is given horizontal line. All are horizontal line, right? So figure may be like this. This is origin, this is x-axis, y-axis, right? X-axis is y equal to 0, this is x is equal to 0, and this is the curve y is equal to 4x square, right? So first line is x equal to 0. So we have to draw a graph of, right? We have to draw a graph of x is equal to 0. That is x equal to 0 is this line. X is equal to 0 is given this line. Then y is equal to 1. Suppose this is the line. This is line, y is equal to 1 and y is equal to 4. So this is the line, y is equal to 4. So this is y is equal to 4 line in first quadrant. That means we have to find out this area, right? If it is not given in first quadrant, then we have to find out area, that is 2 mod I, but it is given only first quadrant, so that means we have to find out only I. Okay, and this is 1 and this is 4, right? So what is the limit? 1 to 4, and curve is this. So we need x dy, so we have to make a subject to x, that is 1 upon 2 root y, right? So here y is equal to 4x square. This implies x square is equal to 1 upon 4y. So x is equal to 1 upon 2 root y, because x greater than 0 first quadrant. Due to x greater than 0 first quadrant, we get this. This is q, right? So as shown in figure, A is equal to mod I, right? If it is not given in first quadrant, then we have to multiply here by 2 mod I. Okay, so A is equal to mod I, where I is equal to integration 1 to 4 and x dy, that is 1 upon 2 root y, right? So 1 upon 2 is constant and integration of this is you know 2 by 3 y raised to 3 by 2 and limit is 1 to 4. So 2 will be cut. We get 1 upon 3 and we substitute y is equal to 4. So this is 4 means 2 square raised to 3 by 2 and minus 1 raised to any power is 1. Okay, so these two will be cut. So we get 1 upon 3. 2 cube is 8 minus 1 is 7. So answer is 7 by 3. That is A is equal to 7 by 3 unit. This is the required area. Last question of this chapter, right? That is question number 4, and all other remaining questions are, except these are excluded for your portion, right? And that all are for finding the area between two curves, and that is the eliminated portion. Okay. So question number 4, sketch the graph of y equal to mod x plus 3 and evaluate integration minus 6 to 0 x plus 3 dx. Okay. So first of all, we have to sketch the graph of this function. So we have to take different value to prepare a table. So we can take different value, right? 2-3 values for getting the answer. So x and y. So first of all, if we take x equal to 0, then y is equal to mod 3. So 3, if we take x is equal to 1, then what is the answer? 3 plus 1 is 4. If we take minus 1, then minus 1, 3 minus 1 is 2. So y is 2. If we take 2, then 3 plus 2 is 5. If we take 3, suppose minus 3, right? If we take minus 3, then minus 3 plus 3 is 0. That is y is equal to 0. I think so. These values are enough for draw a graph, right? So if we draw a graph, graph of a modulus function, right, is a union of two arrows like this, and this graph intersect at mod is equal to 0, that is x plus 3 equal to 0, to x axis, that is at x equal to minus 3, and the modulus, what is given in modulus, that is x plus 3 equal to 0, is a differential, right? So x equal to minus 3, it's a continuous but not differentiable. Is that you know the property, right? I told you. So this is the graph, right? Well, we have to take up to minus 3, so it is enough. 0 and for x axis up to, but we have to go more for y axis. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 y axis. This is x axis. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. And similarly minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, right, minus 4 and minus 5. So first x equal to 0, y equal to 3. That is, this is the first point. Then x is equal to 1, y is equal to 4. Then this is second point. X is equal to minus 1, y is equal to 2. This is minus 1, y is equal to 2. There it is, this is the point. And x equal to minus 3, y equal to 0. So minus 3, y equal to 0, right? Suppose I want to take another value, minus 4. Then x is equal to minus 4, then y is equal to 1. So minus 4, then y is equal to 1. So this is the point. So graph of this function will be like this, right? If graph does not intersect these points, then what we have to do? I am taking this point on the graph. So this is the graph of the function y is equal to x plus 3, right? So this is line y is equal to x plus 3, and this is the line y is equal to minus x plus 3, right? And as we discussed, the graph of this function is intersecting at x plus 3 equal to 0, that is x plus 3 equal to 0, so x is equal to minus 3, right? So see, this is minus 3 where the graph is intersecting. So this is the first answer. So now we have to find the value of integral minus 6 to 0, right? And we have to take up to minus 5 here. So we have to extend the graph, right? This is minus 6 and minus 7. So minus 6 line, x is equal to minus 6 to 0. So this is x is equal to minus 6. This is line x is equal to minus 6, and this is a line x is equal to 0. This is a line x equal to 0, right? So we have to find out the area of this, right? So as you know, we have to find out this area. But in this section, graph is this, that is, here graph is negative, and for this section graph is positive, right? So we have to take two integrals, I1 and I2, as we learn in the finite integration, right? So say this is I1 and this is I2, because the definition of this y is equal to x plus 3. So y is equal to mod x plus 3 is equal to, answer is x plus 3 if this is greater than 0, that is x plus 3 greater or equal to 0, this implies x is greater or equal to minus 3, and answer of this is less than 0 if x plus 3 is less than 0, that is x is less than minus 3. So if x is less than minus 3, then we get minus as I shown in figure, and when x is greater than minus 3, that is minus 0 of infinite, answer will be positive, but we have to maximum value is minus 6 to 0, right? So as shown in figure, A is equal to mod I1 plus I2, right? Where I1 is equal to integration minus 6 to minus 3. So minus 6 to minus 3, and answer is minus 6 to minus 3 less than minus 3 is minus x plus 3 dx, and I2 is equal to integration minus 3 to 0, because maximum limit is 0, that is greater than minus 3, answer is x plus 3 dx. Got it? Understand? पता चला ना आपको? हाँ? Okay. So now integration of this, minus is constant. Suppose this is x, then integration of this is x square by 2. So answer will be x plus 3 whole square by 2, and limit is from minus 6 to minus 3. So minus half is constant. So minus half is constant. If I substitute x equal to minus 3, so minus 3 plus 3 is 0. So everything is 0. Right? Then minus, if we substitute minus 3, 6. So minus 6 plus 3. Minus 6 plus 3 is minus 3. Whole square is 9. So answer will be 9. So minus minus plus, answer of this is 9 by 2. Answer of this is 9 by 2. Right? Now I2. So I2 will be same integration. So no need to explain, x plus 3 whole square by 2, and limit is from minus 3 to 0. So this is 1 upon 2 is constant. If we substitute x, then answer is 9. So 9. And if we substitute x equal to minus 3, answer is 0. So minus 0. So answer will be 9 by 2. So from this I1 and I2, we have A. So A is equal to mod 9 by 2 plus mod 9 by 2. That is 2 times 9 by 2. That is 9 in it. So this is your final answer. So it's a nice question, right? Suppose this question is in MCQ, then what to do, right? So never look for this modulus or anything. Integrate this function directly, right? क्या करना है आपको? इसको इंटीग्रेट करना है. तो क्या आएगा आंसर? x plus 3 whole square by 2 without taking any, without consideration there is a modulus or not. For this type of modulus question, right, what you have to do? Take directly a function right? Consider it a x plus 3, right? So integration of this is x plus 3 whole square by 2. Now find out critical point, that is x plus 3 equal to 0, right? So x plus 3 equal to 0, that is answer is minus 3. So this is my minus 3. So find out critical point, x is equal to minus 3, right? Then write down your limit, minus 6 to 0. So this is x is equal to minus 6 and this is x is equal to 0. Got it? This is only for MCQ. Okay. Now substitute all these values here. If we substitute x equal to minus 3, then answer is 9 by 2 minus 3, 6 plus 3, that is minus 3 whole square is 9 by 2. So answer of this is 9 by 2 while we substitute x equal to minus 6. While we substitute x equal to minus 3, answer is 0. And while we substitute x equal to 0, answer is 9 by 2. So 9 by 2. So now directly your answer is a is equal to right hand side value minus left hand side value. That is 0 minus 9 by 2 plus right hand side value minus left hand side value, that is 9 by 2 minus 0, that is 9 by 2 plus 9 by 2 is equal to 9. So this is the shortcut method for MCQ. यही क्या है मगर ये directly है, right? Got it? So you can solve MCQ using this method directly in JEE exam also or GUJCAT, or while you are solving a